guns, we like terrible fun. Crypto and crack, conspiracy facts. Black market news, black market news, black market news, black market news. Welcome to Black Market News, the podcast with your worldwide weed price guide and other illegal topics with your host, me, Harvey O. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you're listening. I need all the help I can get with sharing this podcast with random people, so hit that like button, hit the share button, leave a comment. I appreciate all you heads that are listening and continue to download.
You don't see me making hippie hops about
This week's first topic is Cannabumps. Believe me, I wish I had some. In California, a company called THC Living, they designed some THC snoots. It's a white powder that's 1 gram with 600 milligrams of THC inside, designed for you to snort. It comes in a jar with a card to chop it and a little spoon to take a nice little bump. Quite fancy, really. It's a jar, like I said, 600 milligrams, so you can rail some green dust, the real green crack. Take a key of some Kush Flake. People are hating on it, but I wish I had some. You know, I could quit smoking altogether and not have to eat sweets or a thick oil. And those things, they don't sit well in everyone's stomach either. All the different concentrates and edibles. So that's another good thing about them. Most people are tweeting about it, saying it's too much like drugs. But we already have dabs and dab rigs. So basically, you know, here I hit this little pin and I'm freebasing, which is they call vaping. You know, but that's freebasing. That's what we're doing. No different. So they say vaping so you don't sound like an addict, you know.
You smoke too much, it's easier.
If I could buy it, it would definitely be a healthier alternative to smoking. Let's give a big shout out to cancel culture and the Leafly senior editor, Bruce Barcockhead. I don't know what the hell
Herpes.
his name. For being the biggest losers of the decade, basically. This guy wrote an article where he blamed every person being arrested or not being able to have medical cannabis in the U.S. on Cannabumps.
And an 1800s type of face?
Something they came out with 3 days ago caused all the previous arrests. He even called it THC cocaine product, which, like I say, there's no cocaine in it, so that's a blindly false statement. And if he was trying to be sarcastic or funny, like this show, you know, I'd give him a big old pat in the back. I'd have been laughing my ass off, but this Dingleberry is a serious dude, and I mean, he's just crazy. Like, he wants to be mad at somebody for creating a new product. I hope his niece or nephew farts in his mask when he isn't looking. Colorado is allowing children to use THC medication in school. About time. All states should be on par with this, in my opinion. If a child has a seizure and the school forces the kid to use prescription drugs, then they could be held accountable for the adverse effects before the prescription producer. Shout out to those pharmaceutical lawyers, too, for all those loopholes they've created. You guys have designed some of the dirtiest business ethics that are considered legal in America. Shout out to you from Black Market News. You guys are smart. A Georgia woman caught with 3 pounds of cocaine. That's 1,344 grams. And that's top dollar fish scale. That goes for no less than $50 a gram on the East Coast. That'd make that shipment somewhere around $60,000, $67,000. Police claim it's only $40,000. So it must be some stomped on GNC procaine bullshit.
Herpes.
Because those guys know their cocaine. Cops aren't adverse to trying out a little bit of that white girl. They might not like the dark girls that much, but they like the white bitch. That's for sure. They probably had to test it a few times, get the blue to really show. And they're like, oh, this is shit.
Herpes.
They didn't even want to take none and put it in their pockets. That's how crappy it was. Don't be getting the cocaine in Georgia. I used to know these crackheads from South Carolina who worked in Florida, but it was funny because they bought their crack in Georgia and they complained about it. But I guess, you know, that's where the crack was. A man shooting fireworks had cocaine and meth. A man named Timothy Box, who looks like Craig Ferguson, banged a James Bond villain and had a butt baby, was caught with cocaine and meth after shooting fireworks at his neighbor's house while they were inside. I'm guessing he was tweaking pretty hard when the cops showed up, because they say he was sweating and hallucinating and saying all sorts of crazy shit. And he kept sticking his hand in his pocket, and that was when the cops jumped him and tackled him, and they all fell off the porch, as the report says. I'm sure he was constantly just checking to see if his drugs were still there. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I don't think he was trying to pull out a knife on two guys with guns. If you're ever at a party or you're just in public and you see someone, sweating and maybe wiping their nose a lot and doing a lot of erratic moving back and forth, just see if their hand goes in one pocket or another and gives a little pat on the outside or a quick little slip in and jingle back and forth, because those guys with stimulants, that's what they're doing. They got cocaine or meth, that's what they'll be doing. Be checking, make sure. Little pat, pat, pat. Little. Is it still there? Oh, yeah. Okay. My half gram's still there. Okay, the quarter gram's still there. As it goes and goes. Then it gets low and I say, oh, God, I got to get another one. But, like I said, it's an easy tell. So you junkies, you need to get your blasted poker faces on par. You need to work on that. Try to maybe get some blush or something to cover your face. Cover them red cheeks. Whatever that
Herpes
is that women use for makeup. Now let's go back to everybody's favorite segment, guessing the future news with the divination board. And the divination board, if you don't know, this is a piece of pine that we've burned a nice little circle on with some symbols and different directions. So if we swing a pendulum and if it goes one direction, that's a no. Another direction is a yes. And then the other direction is a maybe. And then there's just in-betweens. If you hear anything in the background, that's just Lost or a dog. Not the dog from Lost, but it's the show. Or the dog being a shithead. All right. Well, let's see here. What's the top news on Reddit? It's a woman who accused former Idaho legislator.
You smoke too much sativa.
Thanks, Sal. Of rape has identity revealed in conservative media. All right. Will this woman be safe from the redneck? We got it still. Think about the woman. Will she be safe from the rednecks? Alright, let's swing into a no. Well, watch out, lady. I don't like you telling on the rapist. See what white people Twitter's got to say. Make a show called Actually That Was America. That's a good question. Will America ever be the same like it was in the 90s? Will everything ever be cool again? Will Biden learn to play the sax and entertain us? Oh, that's a big yes. Okay. Let everything calm down. Maybe it'll be cool again. We'll see how the dollar's going to do. Is the dollar going to inflate? We got it swinging. Oh, we're going in a circle. Ooh. Oh, it's between a yes and a maybe. So I'm guessing that's going to be a yes. Is the price of ether going to hit over 5,000 before the end of the year? This is very precious news, board. You have to tell us the truth. Don't fuck with me now, okay? Oh, saying yes. Ooh, that's a big yes. All right. Don't get too excited. Pinwheel. Calm down. All right, how about my ETC? Well, ETC hit 1,000 by 2022. Let's meditate hard on this one. Come on, ETC. Are you going to hit 1,000 by 2022? I don't know. It's a hard one. It doesn't know. It's going to hit 1,000. Oh, that's a maybe. So a maybe. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get close to it. All right, and that's it for the divination board. Thanks to any listeners and anybody who follows along in the live streams. We'll watch your questions with Harvey O. They come randomly and all the time, pretty much like this podcast. Now to the worldwide weed price guide. I'm going to give you the price of weed locally all around the world and black markets everywhere. For Washington State, we got 5 to 15 a gram. California seems to be anywhere from 5 to 25 a gram. Oregon, they got 10 to 15 a gram. Vegas is 10 to 15 a gram. Colorado is coming around 160 an ounce for the nice homegrown. Thanks Hourglass 7200. Northern Texas 100 quarter for the Kush and 225 for the mids. Michigan 550 a QP. Thanks Reddit user the Fungi Farmers. Madison, Wisconsin is $40 eighths or 225 to 300 for an ounce. They're smoking that sticky Gorilla Glue number 4. Kentucky flower is 200 to 250 an ounce. Indiana 5 to 15 a gram. Illinois eighths are 25 to 60. Pennsylvania 45 to 60 for a quarter. Virginia is 10 to 20 a gram. North Carolina is 15 to 25 a gram for flour, 30 to 50 a gram for oils. Georgia has a Zaza for 60 to 70 a quarter. And Florida has quarter of nice Kush and OG, all sorts of strains for 80 to 140. Rhode Island, 150 to 300 an ounce. Maine is $6 to $10 a gram. New York is 25 to 40 for eighths. New Jersey is 15 to 20 for a gram. Nice concentrates priced around 200 a quarter ounce. Canada has $5 to $10 a gram in the Manitoba, Alberta area. Southern Ontario is 100 to 130 for an ounce. Or just get the good stuff for 230 to 300 from the online internet plug. Puerto Rico is 10 to 13 a gram. Madrid, Spain is anywhere from 3 to 8 a gram for flour or hash. Macedonia, Skopje, flour is between 2 to 6 grams US dollars. Bucharest, Romania is 5 to 10 euro a gram. Bavaria, Germany, 10 to 15 for flour. Manchester, England, 10 to 20 for a gram. 140 to 210 for an ounce. Thanks Reddit user James 85858. Denmark 16 a gram. Oslo, Norway is 60 for an eighth. Switzerland is 10 CHF for a gram. Poland is 40 Swate for a gram. We got Ecuador is 20 for a quarter. Jammu Kashmir 1,000 and 3,000 rupees for a full chali. It's like 15 to 45 US dollars. Southern India, they got Indian greens, which looks like Reggie for $4 for like a quarter. Milana, India is hash capital world. They got Milana cream hash for 15 to 25 a gram. Russia is around 2,000 rupees or $25 a gram for the shishka. Indonesia is highly illegal. Could get you killed by the police, so stay safe out there, stay dry, stay sober. Don't get in no trouble, guys. Thank you for listening and sharing with your friends. You're the coolest. New Zealand, gram is $20. If your area was not mentioned or you disagree with reported prices, please send an email to bmnpod@gmail.com or message at bmnpod on Twitter or send me a tweet. Help me keep the news up to date. MisfortuneCookies.ca, the misfortune cookie with jokes that make you laugh at yourself or others. They're fortune cookies dipped in chocolate with jokes that roast or make fun of certain subjects, like your real estate agent, a food truck, and a lot of other characters you might deal with day to day. There's versions for adults or children, so they can be a great birthday gift for anyone. They can deliver in areas of BC or they will ship worldwide. You can also find Misfortune cookies at the Colonial Farmers Market and other local venues. Thanks to Linktree, I can now share one link and you guys can click on that and it will take you to whichever app or website you'd like to visit or hear the show or music, whatever I'm making this week. Who cares, right? We'll see. I haven't seen y'all share. Let me see you guys share this black market news all over the place. That's Linktree/Harvey O. Thanks to all you heads listening. I hope you are having fun and sharing with everyone. I'd like to thank Misfortune Cookie for supporting BMN Podcast. Contact Black Market News if you'd like to hear your business or organization being advertised on the show. If it's real or not. It could be a fake business like Tim Dillon. Who cares? That's bmnpod@gmail.com. Our free song of the week from freemusicarchive.org is Daddy of Vice City by Fast Lady. If you're scared, say you're scared.